What's up, guys? This is Bobby at East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram Lincoln in Greenville, North Carolina. Today, talking about the Lincoln Corsair. I've got an appointment for this Corsair coming in shortly. This is not the most equipment, but a very well-equipped Corsair. This is in the Whisper Blue, which I think is a beautiful color on this. This is a 25 brand new Corsair. This is a Premier 2, so actually has some pretty nice equipment to be kind of on the entry level side of the Corsair. But basically things like 360 camera is an additional package on this, and has the hands-free lift gate. This one does have the panoramic vista roof, has heated and cooled seats, so this is a very well dressed up Premier. This has the black or ebony interior. Of course, on all Lincolns you'll have leather interior, but this has the heated and cooled seats as well as the heated steering wheel. They of course all come with your memory settings for up to 3 people. And the Corsair, while small on the outside, when you get inside, it actually not bad space. And these, I could easily sit in this and still be comfortable. And I'll just show you real quick here. So still pretty good amount of knee room there to be considered a compact SUV. Decent amount of space. And of course, the trunk space is where you kind of lose a little bit of space compared to something like the Nautilus or the Aviator. So on this one, we do have the foot activated sensor. Just kick underneath the tailgate, but still decent amount of room back here. You know, not everybody needs a big SUV. This one has the inflator kit, which has become pretty prevalent in your new vehicles when they're in this class, to have a inflator kit rather than a compact spare. It seals a puncture in case you run over a nail or something like that. And then you do get roadside assistance on the Lincoln through the 6-year, 70,000 mile powertrain warranty. This also comes with a 4-year, 50,000 mile bumper to bumper warranty. And Lincoln does have some nice things when you buy them from us. We do offer a Lincoln wash when you have your vehicle serviced. So when the remote start going, we're going to hit the button and start it up. The screen in the Corsair compared to the 22s and prior, or excuse me, 21 was when they changed, they went into a bigger screen here, 22 and newer, which nice big wide screen, a good amount of real estate for your navigation. And of course you do have the ability for Apple CarPlay and Android Auto to be able to connect wirelessly. Something that is a little different in the Lincolns now is that your your climate is adjusted using the touchscreen. So if you want to change certain things, you can use the buttons and then turn down the level of auto, adjust the fan speed. So as soon as you do the fan speed, you can see it go off from auto. So just depending on how much climate you need, of course your steering wheel, heated steering wheel, and your heated and cooled seats. So you can adjust each individual person's temperature there as well, because it does have dual climate control. These touchscreens are pretty easy to use. They have reduced how many buttons are down here. You can also use voice commands if you don't want to have to search on your screen to be able to adjust anything. You can tell it a temperature, fan speed. You can tell it to go to auto for your climate. Of course, you can navigate using your voice commands and a number of other settings that you can adjust. But as far as the interface, streamlined. If you go into your little hamburger here, you can see all the different navigation options as far as being able to see traffic and that sort of thing. Go back to your split so you can see your radio on the side, and of course going through the different settings, You can use the buttons here to turn on your sensors to beep at you when you're getting close to things in reverse. You can see your 360 camera without having to put it into reverse, and zoom in on a certain side. So if you want to see where you're at on the curb, you can zoom in and see that. And ultimately, they made the auto engine stop start independent button. They used to have to go menu diving to find that, so I appreciate that you can go in and just hit the button now to turn off the auto engine stop start. And then your traction control, which most people are never going to turn off, but allows your wheels to slip. And then you do have the defrost, which is an independent button, which is kind of nice just to be able to hit the button to get yourself prepared in the morning when it's foggy. You can see the piano key layout, streamlined design. Like I say, they reduced how many buttons are going across your dash here. So I think it makes for an elegant look. And of course, some people are not going to be necessarily driven by a touchscreen, but you do have most of your important information right inside your gauge cluster here, so you can focus on the important thing, which is right ahead of you, the road. So lots of safety features that do come along with the Corsair standard. You get your forward collision warning with brake assist. You do get your lane keep assist, which the button here on the outside of the turn signal turns that on and off. And then, of course, in your mirror, which I don't know if you can see that, but the little icon in the mirror will light up when you have somebody in your blind spot. And, of course, the 360 camera I consider a nice safety feature, too. When parking, you can see all the way around the vehicle. And just little touches in this one, like the wireless charge pad. You do have different drive modes, which will display on your screen here as you're switching through normal, slippery, and conserve. So you do have excite mode as well, which is like your sport mode, which ultimately when you push the pedal down on this, it will get up and go. As a turbo 4-cylinder, a little over 200 horsepower, which in a size vehicle like this means you'll be able to get up and go quickly. The adaptive cruise, forgot to mention that, but the adaptive cruise to be able to set your distance between you and the person in front of you. And your navigation does come with a 4-year trial for updates. So, you can use your Apple CarPlay for your maps and that sort of thing, but the built-in nav here is going to keep you up to date and makes traveling much more convenient, especially if your cell phone signal is not all that great for out of town. And you can adjust quite a bit in terms of your settings. I won't go too far into depth there, but quite a bit that you can go through just in this screen alone to have what you want to display. All the same, you can display less too. So we'll go around to the we'll show this real quick here, but you do have your mirror controls. Your seat controls are on the door panel as opposed to on the side of the seat, so you don't have to reach down and squeeze your hand in between the seat and the door to adjust. And then you do have lumbar, which is that button there that will give you a reading on your touchscreen to show you what lumbar setting you've got it set to. But really nice leather interior. This, of course, will fold down flat, so you have completely flat storage in the back. And very comfortable ride. To be a short wheelbase vehicle, it's one of the best riding vehicles in its class and has gained a lot of popularity here lately. The Corsair in the luxury line is the most equipment for the money, and quiet, comfortable ride, the safe, and I see a lot of folks enjoying theirs and not having many issues. So that's something that you always want in a vehicle is, not have to concern yourself with crazy service intervals or having to put premium fuel in there. This takes regular fuel. A lot of luxury vehicles, you have to deal with having premium fuel, and you don't get great fuel economy, you might be in the mid-20s. This will be in the high 20s as far as your fuel economy. So you kind of get a lot of those things that you see in the non-luxury line carry over into the luxury line with all the comforts and, of course, that extra warranty that helps to give you that extra sense of security. So even though Lincoln now is not necessarily primarily focused on the older crowd, they are opening their market to quite a bit more in terms of age segment. This is something that I could easily put my mother or grandmother in and feel comfortable and know that they're going to be safe and have something that's reliable and also comfortable. So great vehicle. I just wanted to give you a quick peek into the Corsair. This is a Premier 2. You can get more equipment, but ultimately in this model you can see you get a ton for right around that mid $40,000 range. And then also there is the extra incentive going on right now where you have 0% for short term up to 48 months. So for those that are check riders, a way to keep your money in the bank and get money for free basically from the manufacturer with the deal that's going on right now. So great opportunity. If you'd like to come by, take one for a spin, let me know. It's Bobby at East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram Lincoln in Greenville. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great day.